在这里，你可以设计和制作独一无二的地毯。Tufting 是一种艺术，很像刺绣和针织一样。We always wanted to be releasing new activities for the art workshops. And one day we saw Tufting online, and then we thought like, why not? Let's try it out. Then we bought the guns, we built the frames ourselves, and then we just tried it out. 我们第一步是要用投影机来照出你喜欢的图片，照完后我们就可以用一些笔来画出来。你们画完过后，你们就要去选一下你们喜欢的颜色。穿完毛线了过后，我们就可以开始 Tufting 了。其中一个东西你们要注意的是，你们要把枪按进去，要有蛮大力的按进去，然后你们就可以开机了。其实 Tufting 是蛮容易的。大概到15到20分钟，你们就会习惯，没问题了。Right at the start, we actually pulled together just $5,000 each. So we started at a very low startup cost for the painting studio, especially. The rent was like $1,000 odd. We did everything by ourselves. At that point in time, we had a small salary, like maybe like $500 each. So at the first art studio that we had, what we did was basically painting punch needle. Punch needle is a craft whereby you make small little coasters. It's very similar to Tufting. And we also had glow-in-the-dark paintings. We deliberated for quite a while before we got the unit just next door, which was a 200 square foot, just a rectangular unit where we could fit 2 tables inside. We were really lucky because when we opened up, we actually were booked out for the next 2-3 weeks, like every day. And then we decided that we wanted to focus on Tough Club. And that's why we sold off the art studio and we doubled our money from the art studio. So at that point in time, for our Tufting studio, we could only hold like 4 people at maximum. When we shifted here, we were holding 8 last year, and now we are up to 16. We don't have any prior experience, so we did not know what we were doing was right or wrong, and we really had to just follow our gut. At the end of the day, all this as well, you can work super hard, but sometimes businesses fail as well, and I wanted a little bit more freedom in my life, a little bit more flexibility. So it's definitely worth it because right now things are going good, and even when it's bad, it's actually still quite worrying but fun to figure things out.
这里我们尊重他的意见，但是我是觉得有机会去外面闯，那么不是更好了？等以后如果失败还是不成功的话，再来也还来得及嘛。现在还年轻，所以应该出去闯一闯。
儿子讲他不要帮人家打工，你们有什么看法吗？
当他讲这一句话的时候，是在18还是19岁的时候，然后我们就在那边笑哦。好咯，你有本事你自己当老板哦，你可以你就当老板哦，这么容易当老板哦。
我觉得啦，他比我聪明啊，他应该办得到。我对他有信心啊。
All they were concerned about was if it didn't go well, am I borrowing money to start this business? How bad would it go if it went really bad? So I told my parents like, the worst case is not that bad. We can still make it out lah. So my parents were like, yeah, just go for it. I think our generation is definitely more blessed in the sense that our parents had to work to pay off their siblings' allowance and all that kind of stuff. I mean, if things go really bad, most of us have our parents to fall back on. So people are more inclined to take the risk. And also, I think a big part of it is because social media does show and portray the lifestyle of people having their own businesses being very nice. They can do what they want to do. And they don't really have to report to anybody else and stuff like that. So I guess for our generation, people start to value freedom and time over a high salaried job. We we are always worried in a sense that even when we're doing well, we are worried that we might not do as well next month. And these kind of drops are usually gradual, you can see it. So I think it's important that we catch it early and then we try to figure out what we have to do. We are moving towards collaborating with artists. So we want Tufting to be a place where people can express their ideas, similar to painting and stuff like that. So we want to explore new techniques, bigger frames, bigger rugs, and also for rugs, not just the Tufting, you can also carve patterns on these rugs. So we are also trying to think of a structure where we can allow our customers to try this on our own.